like to give you a quick demonstration on the new features in our Watchout version 5, which is launching here at InfoComm. Keep your glasses on because we will run this entire presentation in 3D. I know some of you are familiar with our products, but for those of you who visit us for the first time, let me give you a very quick introduction. Watchout is a multi-display production and playback system. You'll find it in digital signage applications, you find it in museums and visitor centers. You have a very common application for Watchout is corporate events, creating digital scenography in TV studios and in theater environments. You see it on television when they do Olympic opening ceremonies, giant projections, 3D mapping on public buildings. The variety of application is endless. You can mix any kind of display technology. It can be projectors, LCD screens, and LED walls, and anything. You can use any number of displays in any resolution. Projected images can be edge blended to create this kind of seamless panorama. You can use separate screens, angle screens, and even curved screens. And you use Watchout when you want to go beyond the single screen standard format presentation. But in version 5 we also allow you to go beyond the canned presentation and create truly interactive experiences in your show. What do I mean with that? For example, you might or might not want to have something follow your actions on stage. So in this case I have a motion sensor tracking my actions, so I can have my visuals tracking my motions on stage. And that's pretty bad weather there, so I think I'm going back here to my instrument. Or you want to trigger some effect from your keyboard. Visualize your music. You get sound from the synthesizer, but also it triggers visual effects that you can combine these two. You can use pretty much any interface that you want. I mean, I control this complete demo from my iPad. I can use it to load different shows. I cue my presentation. But perhaps most exciting is that it allows me to be interactive with my media content. I'll show you a few examples of that. Let's pretend we're doing a poll. So now cast your votes and we'll see the outcome. So Bart and Lisa are doing pretty good. It's going to be pretty close here, but I like March a lot, so I'm going to give her all my votes. So the image you see on the screen here is not a static image. In Watchout, all the media elements remain independent and are rendered in real time. So that's why I can manipulate everything here from any kind of interface, the media content on the screen. You can also use dynamic content such as RSS feeds, web services, or other data sources. I have got a news feed there on the screen, and the news feed via internet is treated just like any other media object. So you can control its parameters here by scaling it up and down, or rotating it a little bit, controlling its opacity, all the other effects that you can do. Another new feature in the brand new version 5 is something we call a dynamic image server. So, okay, I should probably not go too far on that, so you have to live with, I take a picture of myself instead. So I'm not too far from my Wi-Fi connection here, so... There we go, okay. I think I played, and there I have my picture. And let's try to make a retake not too far. Okay, mister, I might take a picture of you here. Very nice. And there we have a picture. I have a keyboard here on my iPad as well, so I can just might as well type some text there. And just let me emphasize that what I'm doing now is not it's not just a screen capture of the output on my iPad. I have no wires attached here. So this is a live wireless media stream over any standard network solution. I can have a colleague in New York texting me a message that will appear on the big screen. So I'm sure you get the point. So get ideas on how you can implement this. Live video and computer sources. Maybe you want to have a PowerPoint presentation in here, or a live video feed like I'm having here. And of course rotate, control this media object, its position. And as you could see, I was using a green screen effect in the beginning here when I keyed out the background. And there are many ways to create transparency in Watchout. You can use alpha channel, you can use chroma key functions, and also LED modes, just to name a few. And a bit of a recap here is that, yeah, please take some classes. Yeah. So again, what I was doing here with my media elements, I have my 3 frames that you see on the wall on the main screen. So what I'm just doing now is that I just grab them around, like move them across multiple displays. And in this case it's just 3 images, but it can be live streams, dynamic feeds, animations or video files. I can do the same effects too. And that's pretty much the whole idea with the product, with Watchout. Watchout automatically splits and synchronizes your media content and make sure it travels smoothly from one screen to the next. It has built-in geometry correction, which is good if you want to project on curved or other unusual shaped surfaces. It has pixel density scaling, which is great if you have mixed resolution displays. You can control or schedule Watchout from you can control or schedule Watchout from pretty much any interface of your choice. You can have your traditional control system doing that. If you're a lighting designer and want to synchronize visuals to your lighting effects, you can do the Watchout control from your lighting desk. You can use motion sensor, musical instruments, smartphones, tablets, whatever you want to use. You can also control external effects from Watchout or lighting sinks. I have some small spotlights down below there, so I can send some DMX to them and fade the lights up and do some effects on the screen at the same time. I fade those down a bit and I control the sound. Then I give a volume bar on my screen here as well to represent the volume output. So just so you get the point, I mean, Watchout is not a dedicated lighting design system, of course. It's not a video editing system either. But it has the ability to synchronize the visual effects on the screen to external control. That's a very valuable effect. You might want to trigger a smoke machine when you come to a certain point in your show or something like that. And fine, you might have noticed that we've run this entire presentation in 3D, but actually very little of the content is originally 3D stereoscopic content, like this movie clip. This is a 3D movie. In fact, most of the effects that you've seen are created in Watchout using standard 2D media. Here is an example of, for example, how you can control the eye distance inside the software. You can also position or rotate any media objects in the space, in the 3D space, and move them across 3D paths like this. And this allows you then to create rather spectacular 3D effects from just 2-dimensional media. This paper plane I'm throwing at you is just made from 2D media, but it has a rather good 3D effect, which is of course a very cost-effective way of making 3D. And finally, a few words about the cost. Watchout is software working on completely standard computer and display technologies. In version 5, we really let you tap the full potential of your hardware investments. Now you can drive up to 6 displays from one computer. And this dramatically reduces the total cost and the hardware requirements, making Watchout the most cost-effective media server solution in the market for staging live events, but also very cost-effective for digital signage and fixed AV installations. So that is what I have to tell you today. If you have any more questions, I will be delighted to answer that. Or speak to any of our staff here at the booth. So thank you and have a good day.